Okay. Cool. Thanks, Streamers OBS. Hello, everybody. Where is the chat? There we go. No, it's 8 o'clock. It's fine. I'm not turning into Linus. Hello, Subuser. Hello, Chris. Hello, Ish. Hello, Matt. Hello, my phone for telling me that I'm live streaming. Thank you for that. And hello, Opted. Hello, Patrick. Hello, the King. Hello, Hassam. How are you guys doing? Yeah, my phone is literally telling me that I'm live streaming. Awesome. Yeah, how is everybody this week? Any interesting tech you've been playing with? I'm gonna stick that on that. Yeah. How am I? Mixed. Can't really walk today, so that's great. But oof to Linus. And my digestive tract doesn't work. But other than that, I'm alive. So I'm losing sight in this eye, or I'm going slightly blind. 4K IPS or 140Hz Full HD TN monitor. Those two things are not equally priced. 4K IPS is about £400, 140Hz TN 200. You could literally get two of them for the same price as the. What are you you got a new Canon 77D. Didn't know they did a 77D. Is that a typo or is that an actual new camera? I bought the new AOROS RAM and can't get it to change color, so mixed reviews so far. Interesting. I've actually got some AOROS RAM turning up tomorrow, so we'll see how that goes. Pike's dual 27-inch monitors or one ultrawide. If you have no other monitors, then the dual 27-inch. But if you're only gaming, then the ultrawide. I like the new iPad, even though I really dislike Apple. But there's a lot. There are too many downsides. Yeah, I mean it's quite cool. It's certainly having Type C and stuff like that is nice. Nice addition, but at the same time, yeah, the Apple ecosystem is not one that I fancy buying into personally. So, but each to their own. If you fancy it, then you fancy it. Keyboards not included, price too high, storage is too low, and if you upgrade, it's expensive AF. Yeah, that's kind of one of the many reasons why I'm not interested. I think the Surface lineup is generally pretty good. They really haven't updated that much in the last few generations, but the Surface Book is actually really quite impressive, and I think for similar money, so yeah. Yes, new. Okay, fair play. Is it? I guess 77 means that it's not a full frame camera, but it's probably still shoots 4K 60 FPS video. Actually, it's Canon, so it probably doesn't. Anyway, the King pre-built PC or built PC. Really depends on what you want. If you're willing to build a PC, then you can generally get parts for cheaper. If you build it yourself. If you have it built for you, you get the peace of mind, if you like. So you can kind of just get away from any problems. Not that you get away from them necessarily, but you get the lack of responsibility. But yeah, I mean, I personally love building PCs, and it's all good. But yeah. Hello F7 and hello Kev, how you doing? And Hassam, no worries. It's not interrupting. That's what the whole chat is here for, just to have a chat, really. Apple is tech, so that's included. I think some PC builders can price it quite competitively, making their cut with OEM discounts some get. Yeah, so people like PC Specialist are probably the one that you're thinking about, or at least the one that I think about there. I've actually got a laptop coming from PC Specialist that is actually a pretty impressive value. It's a 1060 i7 and stuff like that. And and generally is quite good, and it's not horrifically expensive. It's also incredibly thin, so we'll see how that one goes. But on the desktop side of things, they are also quite impressive for the fact that they can sell such high quality, and especially Jura jumping for an apprenticeship. Yeah, they can sell high end like components and stuff for less than the market value of the part, so that's pretty cool. It's not the recoil, I don't think. I can't remember though. He hasn't replied to me in ages. Fusion 2. 8750H, 1060, 2M.2s, no hard drive, and like 16 gigs of RAM. The spec that he sent me is in a PDF. So it's a 1060 Mac Q, so it's a NAF 1060, but 8750H, 16 gigs of 2400 MHz DDR4 RAM, 512 gig Intel 760p NVMe. Not bad. £1,255. Although I think he said that, yeah, for you guys, you'll get it that spec for £1,199 when I do the review, when it gets here. Let's go back up to the top. So super user said about the 77D, no cropped, no 4K. I assume no, it's a cropped sensor and no 4K, but faster, more functions than the 80D. Fair play. I mean, it should give some pretty decent image quality even at 1080p, so that's cool. Can you recommend a good brand of gaming chair that's not DX Racer? In fact, I've got an affiliate link. It should be in the description. Go check out Overclockers UK if you're in the UK. Everyone buy Joe Blast PC so they can afford to take me for an apprenticeship. I mean, a few that's worth the price. I would genuinely say this one is. This is the Hero. I've got the icon over there. And I had the Epic, but then I did a giveaway of it. Yeah, these are, I would say these are genuinely worth the price, especially this one if you're a bit larger. There is the not Noble Chairs, the Nitro Concepts, because I'm mistaken that before. The Nitro Concepts S300, which is the same shape as this, just has a slightly different tilting base, but the same backrest movements, and just as comfortable. Not leather, it's like sort of fabric kind of thing, but yeah, it's cool. Hello Ryan, how you doing? How's your week been, man? Hello PGR Tech as well. Nemo Game, or actually, I'm gonna jump up to the top. Matt Briggs, we'll be looking to see your review of that kit and be interested to see if you run similar issues. You were talking about, Jesus, I've forgotten already. I'm going mad. Yes, that will be interesting. I'll have a look out and see what I get. Are you using it with a Gigabyte motherboard, or not that that should make any difference, but yeah. What parts are you using it with in general? Good bro was listening while filming and having a break. Nice one. What are you filming? Or is that under NDA? It always is with us. And so Nemo Gaming, I'm trying to research the 9900K for around 2 weeks now since it came out. Trying to see how the temps of this CPU, if say on an unrealistic scenario, rendering Premiere for 3 to 5 hours. So you're essentially saying, what is it like with high CPU usage for a prolonged period of time? It massively depends on the cooler. I would point to the system that's there, because the system that was there up until about 6 hours ago was a 9900K with a 2080 Ti actually, and I was using a Corsair H115i? No, Asus Ryu 240. I've finally finished the review of that, and it looks awesome. Bit gimmicky, very expensive. Review over. But the temps on that one were about 70-ish to 80 degrees Celsius. That's what you're looking at under full load. And as long as you have a cooler that's not gonna run out after 30 minutes or an hour, then generally speaking, it's gonna sit about 70 to 80 degrees Celsius with your cooler on full blast, and probably a bit noisy. Hello Joe, how you doing? How's your week been, man? MSI X370 Gaming Pro Carbon. Okay, fair play. I don't know. I don't know what that's like with the RAM, and I'll let you know. I'm using it on Z390, so I can't necessarily give you it will work on that motherboard with this thing if you just do this thing or whatever. But I'll let you know how it goes. Anyway. Changed mine to green. And you're filming a video on the 6T. Nice. I'm still rocking my 3T, mate. Do you want to give me yours? Or better yet, do you want to get OnePlus to send me a 6T so that I can review it? Noise I can handle, although I'd like to record videos without the idle gaming temps making a lot of noise. Yeah, idle and gaming temps should be fine. Especially if you have your side panel and all that jazz. So yeah. I'm good, mate. Still out of the loop until midnight. Just moved into a new house and had no internet. How are you, buddy? Wow, that's gotta be tough. But yeah. I'll send you a loan if you want to do a review. That could be cool, but not too fussed. I mean, phones tend to not do all that well. For me, they're more of you and not even Marcus's category or the other Marcus's category. It's more Aaron's and Tommy's and all that jazz. We can talk about it. Nemo Gaming. Anyhow, how's the Asus Ryu? Did you put your logo on it? I tried, but you have to have it at 130 by 130 pixels or whatever. And yeah, it's not great resolution. And if you put anything bigger than that, it just dies. Do hardline. Don't do hardline tubing. In fact, actually, you can check out the video that went out yesterday on the Siege project, because I did hardline water cooling for that, and it's I mean it's still not leaked. I've not had it on, but it's still not leaked. So there's that. But yeah. I can't handle water cooling without changing the 2080 Ti to a 1080 Ti. I take it you mean the other way around? Phones are us. Sounds like you. Kev, my internet is shocking tonight. Think my router has had it. I recommend getting an aftermarket router if you don't already. It makes a very big difference. I'd water cool. I would water cool. Then I look and think, well, I could spend that money on new monitors or this or this. So yeah, fair play. Fair play. You can get graphics with a block on it already, like MSI Seahawk. Oh right, yeah. I was confused as to what you're talking about, but yeah. I mean, for a £3,000 budget, getting a high-end PC with custom water cooling is hard without sacrificing some things. Ah, right. Gotcha. Yeah, no. Stick with the 2080, mate. Or 2080 Ti. I must be in Kev's router also. My money's currently going on Peppa Pig stuff in Duplo. Nice. Ah, kids. You gotta pay for all their stuff. That's not my deal. Not yet, anyway. I'm still young and a cripple, so. PC Specialist has a good deal at the moment, though. Yeah, they do. Oh. I got an i5 in the post today, along with another Ryzen 2700X or 2600X. I'm doing a sponsor video. Don't worry. It's not sponsored by Intel or AMD. It's actually sponsored by Asus, and I'm doing a comparison between the 9900 or the 9600K and the 2600X to see how well they do. And then at some point I'll do a streaming video, because literally today I just finished talking about streaming with the new RTX cards versus X264 versus stock, to see how well it performance wise, and then just the straight up like video quality, like the stream quality, and that sort of thing. And yeah, I'm quite impressed. You can wait to see the video. That one's the 12th, so not this Monday but next Monday, I think. Right? Yeah. I'm having a camera shoved in me on the 11th. Today's hair is RTX on, coiffed to perfection. No, it's not. Sponsored by ClickTech. Asus want to ask them if sort of VRM fads on their Vegas yet. Why don't you ask them, mate? I don't fancy dropping a sponsorship for you. As for Ryzen CPUs, I'd love to have one, but gamers aren't using AMD processors properly yet. Or games aren't using AMD processors properly yet, and I might end up with another CPU in 4 to 6 months. So you might end up getting a new CPU in 4 to 6 months if you went with AMD, or if you or just you are in general. I'm a bit confused. Yeah, as in terms of the comparisons, right? Because I've done a couple of them. If I went for AMD, okay. I mean, you're looking at, you're not getting a new chip on the Ryzen desktop for earliest you'll get one is March, realistically May. But yeah, so we'll see. Yeah. So CPU comparison wise, right? What do you like seeing? Do you like seeing the gaming results? Do you like seeing the productivity results? Do you like seeing a bit of both? Kind of like the mix of stuff like Premiere and Blender, as well as like PUBG, Fortnite, GTA 5, whatever else. Is that the setup that you like for comparisons? Is there anything else that you want to see? I like seeing it as long as it's an X58 Xeon. Nice. Nemo Gaming, yeah, you're right. Intel just don't launch CPUs much. Actually, they do right now. They're launching them out of a cannon, but not a Cannon Lake, because that's delayed. How? What's the delay like, by the way? Like, take a look at the chat. How long is the delay for you on the stream? Because it feels like it's a pretty long delay. And bear in mind that your comments somehow come up here before they come up on my screen on the actual chat box. 7 seconds, 4 to 7 seconds. Okay. 5. All right, fair play. Single-threaded performance, Premiere Gaming. I assume that's single-core performance. YouTube nerd stats claim 5. Interesting. Okay. I'm watching on Twitch. The delay is real. Oh Jesus. Yeah, doesn't really matter because you probably benchmark them on modern games anyway. Right, yeah. Well, modern games, PUBG, Fortnite, and GTA 5. Not that modern, really. I'm watching I suppose... Wait, I'm watching a 4G on my phone and I'm on my PC on Wi-Fi, and the Wi-Fi is lagging like hell. Right, gotcha. Any decent price router should recommend? What's decent price, Kev? Because you're probably looking at £100 before you get anything better than your like ISP's router, and you're probably looking at 200 before it's actually impressive. Chris doesn't like Fortnite. About 100? Yeah, okay. I'll have a think. Because I can't remember prices of routers off the top of my head. I'm not that good anymore. But yeah. Depends on the titles really. Battlefield, Black Ops, Fallout 76. I hear the game is FPS locked to physics. That'd be interesting. So I don't actually have any of those three. I don't have beta access to Fallout 76. Not that I really care that much personally. TP-Link Archer C3200. Is that a thingy? Oh, hello Stein, how you doing? That's it. Pay your late fees. Oh dear. Frame rate for Fallout 76 is awful, just saying. I've heard that a lot of people have been having issues. I really liked Bethesda's tweet. In fact, I retweeted it. Yeah, I really late fees. I really liked that they said, "Please do not press any buttons," to a group of angry gamers. Oof, I know, right? Tri-band router, yeah, Jura, but is it £100? And F7 being the well, was attempting to I don't know, just spending money. Are you spending company money again, F7? Is this personal money again? Finally. Hello, John. How you doing? How's your week been? Oh dear. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people talking some bad things about Fallout 76. I've heard a lot of people, like, I've only heard negative or neutral. I've not heard anyone say anything positive. So if anyone has tried Fallout 76 and it's any good, I'd be interested to hear. But yeah, Fallout was never really my game anyway. Stream 2, the sequel. This time it's personal. Nice. Didn't you just buy a house? How can you afford to pay me any money? Also, why is everybody pay? Chris, don't you have like 50p in the bank? Oh, you do now, right? Cool. Well, thank you for the insane donation. Hello, Emil. How you doing? You got all your parts and put it together this weekend, and you love it so much. Nice one. That is that's awesome. 6p on his card now. Nemo, I missed the message that you retracted, so sorry. Makes up for my Patreon withdrawal. That's alright, man. Are you? I didn't see you editing your pledge or whatever. Like, I normally get an email when people change their donation amount. Although, did you withdraw from Patreon? Either way, thanks for being a patron for so long anyway. And thank you to all the other patrons. F7, Kev, Ish. Used to be Wapted, but still Wapted in spirit. Jura, if you're... Are you still a patron, Chris? Because last time you said you had no money, and you had no money. Oh yeah, Wapted, no worries, man. As I said, yeah, I was just having a look. But yeah, you are like still one of the like top paid people anyway, so it's fine, dude. And a massive thank you for anything, like for being a patron in the first place anyway, and feel free to start when you can, but no rush. You are still a yeah, you're a $5 patron, that's the one. Again, don't worry about, like, if you don't have enough money for yourself, mate, it's cool. I can survive. You now have 26p. Why did you? Oh, Jesus. Why? Why? Well, I hope that this is worth £2 of your entertainment. I'm 15 and I don't think before I do. I mean, okay, fair. That's a cheeky Jar Jar smile. Oh, dearie me. Did I tell you I was going, like, I've this eye is, I had a really, like, it's swollen up a bit, like a couple of months ago, and it hurt for a full like day and a half to 2 days, And then that went away, but now it's blurry, which is great. So I'm having an eye test next week, where I may end up getting glasses, so that'll be fun. Might be worth if I get Jar Jar out of it. Oh dear. Genuinely the reason. Terminated. So what is it? The most recent no Jar Jar. The most recent super chat gets to decide if Jar Jar happens or not. Is that the deal? Always Jar Jar. Hi Nath, how you doing? How's Red Dead? Oh dear. Tonight's stream is fun. F7 jumping in with just the tip, Jar Jar. Now who was saying that? Anakin or Leia? Oh, not Leia, the other one. What's the name? I've forgotten. Well, that sucks. I can't do another super chat as the minimum is 6p. Oh, mate, as I said, don't worry. Well, I was gonna say 6p seems like a really weird minimum super chat. When will sponsored by Jar Jar be a thing? Maybe next year. See, the best bit is that there's some people watching here that have no idea what we're talking about. Probably many people have said that during the mini Comic-Con since 1999. TechteamGB. God damn it. What a chat. What a chat. Ryan, what were you thinking? WTF, I know, right? If he's even still. No, he's probably gone back to filming his 6T. Give us Jar Jar. Right, vote no Jar. So Kev voted with his wallet, saying no Jar Jar. Oh boy, this feels like just an extortion ring now. I just threaten to say something in the voice of Jar Jar and he... Emil, sorry but I don't. This is unfair to those who are poor like me. You have to do it now. You bankrupted some poor kid. Yes, Jar Jar in the chat for Jar Jar, or no Jar Jar in the chat for no Jar Jar. Go. Do you realise that your Jar Jar impression sounds like Nelson Mandela after sucking a helium balloon? Fight, fight, fight. Hello Moosey, how you doing? So I'm going to interpret Nelson as Jar Jar, and therefore we're currently tied at 3-3. Oh Jesus, this is horrific. Char. I'm just installing Windows. Nice. What size M.2 did you get again? Or what size M.2s did you get? And what motherboard did you get that has two M.2s? It's ITX with Ryzen. Was it the Asus one? Oh god, F7. Why? Unless it's some tribute to Bob Marley and I can live with it. 250 gig for the first one. Okay, fair play. So no pics anywhere else you can critique me? Twitter. a good place. Okay, so if anyone is new to the Tech Tat, we do like to talk about the technical aspects of Star Wars. No, you just like to hear me say stuff in the Jar Jar voice. Looking at 1 terabyte for the second one, but that's bad, Ola. Yeah, fair play. I mean, it's not like I have 3 of them. Like how Jar Jar made it worth watching. Yeah, right, mate. You just love me. I don't know why I have 2 power supplies there. They just sat there. That's about it. Yeah. Oh dear. Why I'll spend money on my Jar Jar I never get. Hey, you get it like every other stream, it's fine. Took a downturn. Look, mate, you just go back to the 6T. It's fine. We're fine here. Hello, Dan. So RTX dying, huh? Just like Qui-Gon. Unexpected and a little sad for those invested in it. Oh dear. Actually, I haven't seen anything to do with RTX since the launch. I genuinely haven't seen any games or anything else. I actually haven't even seen the Windows update come through to actually like show that that's a thing. So yeah. Just tried sending a super chat with Hungarian huffs, so it was several hundred units of currency and almost got my card locked. Wow. I mean, so do that really funny impression of Ryan from Beginner's Tech that you do. What, my usual voice? Because we're pretty close. Yeah, me, him, and F7 are all pretty much the same. Who gives a huffs? God damn it. Lol. What a chat. Why has there been 30 Jar Jarless minutes? I need to be satisfied. Wow. Let's go back to some tech questions. Thank you for that, John. What do you think about the problems with NVIDIA's mighty RTX cards? So can you elaborate on what you mean by the problems with them? Do you mean with RTX as like the RTX platform, or are you talking about like the cards themselves and there's something like missing or whatever from them? Can you elaborate a little bit on that? And Stav, hello, how you doing? Swansea, I got some friends actually are nearby. They like it. Do you? 2080 reference PCB cards failing. Ah, right, okay. So I've not seen that much about it. It's a memory controller / memory issue. Okay, interesting. I mean so obviously we've got GDDR6 on there, so that's new, and no other cards having it, so it's reasonable that we'd see differences. I heard unsubstantiated reports of high early failure rates with RTX cards, but didn't see any real figures. Okay, cool. So yeah, I mean, I've had, obviously, I can only really talk from specific experiences, but I've had 4 RTX cards total, with none of which having any issues. That doesn't mean that there aren't any issues. If it's reference PCBs, then companies like Zotac are currently going to be more affected, because as far as I'm aware, people like Gigabyte and Asus and I believe MSI are all using non-reference PCBs for their cards. So like the Extreme and the Strix, Aorus Extreme and the Strix cards that I have upstairs, those are all non-reference cards. picks. Is Zotac a bad company or cheap? First of all, Zotac a bad company? Definitely not. No, they've improved a massive amount over the last few years, and they've always been decent. They've just not had as much brand presence as they do nowadays. And in terms of being cheap, they do tend to be less pricey. I mean, I have one there. That's the 1080 Ti Mini. But they do tend to be cheaper currently, although they're not significantly cheaper than anything else. And the only reason that they've gone with reference PCBs to start with, and both of the amp cards that they released are all three, the TI, the 80, and the 70, all three of those being those triple fan amp cards being reference PCBs, is because NVIDIA has locked out their add-in board partners from offering factory overclocked cards for the time being. So basically they've gone, well, if NVIDIA are going to provide us a reference PCB design, or even just a reference PCB, we can just go and build that PCB to their specs so that everything fits it and all that jazz, and it's cheaper than us going out and designing our own PCB to work with this and going through and spending a lot of money on that when we can't even factory overclock the card higher than the Founders Edition one. So then there's going to be another wave of RTX cards, I think in the next few months, probably into next year, January, February, maybe, although that's completely unsubstantiated timing wise. But the next wave of cards will generally all be non-reference. So the AMP Extreme version will be a non-reference PCB, just like the Aorus Extreme and the Asus Strix and all that jazz. So yeah. Red Dead Redemption for PC, when's it happening? Either probably never or in about 3 years' time. Seen over Vast.ai with RTX 2080 Ti rig, small sample size, but one guy has 5 of his 6 RTX cards fail in a week of use. That's gotta suck. Other folks with 10 cards or so have 1 or 2 of their cards fail so far, so you don't know. Yeah, that's gotta suck. I mean, I think what's interesting to me is that the launch felt really, really rushed. Despite how long they've had on this, it felt really rushed. They launched it without any software support, or at least any, like their main software feature is not supported at launch. They launched it with basically no cards on the market. Media had no samples, and the actual board, like distributors, had basically no samples or basically no cards to actually sell. I think Overclockers UK had like 10 for pre-allocation or something like that. Like actually the day before launch they finally got in another like 10 or 20. So there really was basically none at launch, which is kind of crazy. So yeah, despite the amount of time they've had, it felt very rushed. So for them, for someone to tell me that the RTX cards are dying super early and having to be RMA'd, I'm not horrifically surprised. Thank you, Jury Gamer. I've never seen many setups of Zotac cards, but I got a company to build my PC and they used a 1070 Zotac card. Yeah, I mean, I think just because they tend to be ever so slightly cheaper, normally companies go for what they can get the cheapest, and if that's what they can get the cheapest on allocation, then they'll do that. And John, for $1,000, the card better be of high quality, more so than other cards. I would hope so. Yeah. I mean, the Strix card, the Strix 2080 is about £1,000 compared to the Zotac one, which is $750. Even the Gigabyte, what you call it, Aorus Extreme, that one is £850. So it's kind of crazy to see that high of a price, and the really, like, as far as I can tell, there's no major difference between say the Aorus Extreme and Asus Strix, besides obviously like styling wise. Now if you go to my channel, I have 3 of the people in here in my feature channels. Nice. What do you think of the Epic 2 rumors? It will be coming. Server CPUs tend to get upgraded a lot slower though, so we'll kind of see. And I doubt that we'll see any more extra cores added. I think you'll just see the slightly improved clock speed bump. Yeah. You think the new AMD RTX 590 will be worth buying over a 580 or 1060? So I hope so. I mean, the 590, if placed in the product stack where I think it's placed, then yeah, it should be as fast as like a 1070 in theory, or RTX. I know, right? RX 590. But either way, that's I expect that to be in the same sort of product category as a 1070, maybe even 2070, depending. How's your health these days? Hope it's better. Sorry if someone else has asked. No one else has asked. And my health is not great. I have to have a well, I may as well say it. I have to have a colonoscopy fairly soon. So that's going to be great. And I still have a lot of pain in my stomach, actually, funnily enough. Yeah, I can't really walk today, and this shoulder is almost immobilized. Obviously, you've seen me moving about, so it's not that bad, but especially under any weight, it's just a no-go, really. So yeah, I've not been brilliant this week, and I don't think I'm getting any better. Oh, and I exactly what exactly. Did I miss anything? Oh, Nemo Gaming, are you going to review the EVGA's 2080 Ti? I would love to. EVGA don't send me cards, so no. Or not until they send me one. GTX 590 dual GPU cards were the shizzle. You just love dual GPU stuff, don't you? Super user, don't worry about it. I had one. Bit windy, but not too painful. Cool. I've had 4 of the down the throat ones, and they just sucked. It's not the pain, it's just the discomfort, and all that jazz. So, yeah. I think I'm not as afraid going into this one. Dual GPU is cool though, not gonna lie. It's cool, it just doesn't work. Boom. Wouldn't it be really fun to critique my PC on Twitter? Not pushing anything here, just banter. Is this where I find out that you've tweeted me like 400 pictures? And what a surprise, a tweet from Emil. Well, that's a nice picture, definitely. Nice themed setup. And cable management looks pretty good. 4 fans in the front seems a bit excessive, but it's looks good. The GPU looks like it's sagging a fair bit. I'll get up the old Twitters. You can see what I'm talking about. Where's Streamlabs? I'm gonna put that over there. Put that there. There we go. So this is Emil's PC. As you can see, I was just saying that the GPU is quite slanted, and 4 fans in the front, cool. But yeah, close up, GPU is a bit slanted, cable management's good, and yeah. Other than that, it's fine. How do you get the sag away? A GPU support stand. So Cooler Master sell one that's a standalone. Or there's a number of other options that you can take a look at. But if you just type like GPU support stand or bracket, brace, any one of those should be good. White LED plus RGB is weird. I kind of like it. I mean, it's like off-white because cheap, but yeah. Just make one from Lego. I mean, yeah. I found a nylon spudger, cut down and wedged it, and works like Pika. Nice. I assume that's Paka, but yeah. I'd say that looks like a real good for a first go. I totally agree. Many folks choose a collectible toy of sort to sort GPU sag, a Jar Jar toy perhaps. Listen, I want to hold on to the GPU. There you go, Jura. Are you happy now? If you like Rainbow Six Siege, then there's some cool chibis. No! Nathan can tell you about the chibis. That's a great impression. The next time we play Rocket League, that's the only voice I'm going to use. I'm going to give you call-outs for passes in the voice of Jar Jar. Refund click tech. No. I'm in. Good Darth Vader impression, Kev. It's more like Bane, really, isn't it? I'll whiff those passes. I know. I played 2 matches on the old threes just before the stream, and I had some really bad teammates. In fact, one that literally own goaled by hitting it out of my way to own goal. And then he was like, "I'm so sorry, mate. I'm really stoned." And I'm like, "Why are you playing Diamond 3 ranked then, huh?" Never played Rocket League. Worth it still? Definitely, yeah. I would definitely say so. It's still growing, which is kind of crazy for being a 5-year-old, 7-year-old game. I know that SARP makes it up to 10 years, but yeah, sounds like something I'd do. Well, get stoned and play car football. Emil, the fans aren't actually crap. They seem to work pretty well and have tons of options for the fan coloration. Just my choice because it doesn't stress me out when I play CSGO. Nice. Which fans did you go with, by the way? Still PUBG or Seen the Light and gone CSGO? Seen the Light? What are you talking about, man? No, I don't play CSGO. I've played it a fair bit recently for the testing, and I'll be playing it more for testing, but I'm playing offline with bots. So yeah, no. And yeah, no, I mostly play Rainbow Six Siege, which I would call better and or at least more fun CSGO for me. Because with CSGO you've got like map knowledge and stuff, but with Siege you've got map knowledge, and then you've got operator knowledge, and then you've got to know what operators work well with each other, and then you've got to know like what walls you can destroy and the strats that you can use to like get in or hold out, and where you can sit to be, you know, hidden for a certain character but only for that operator. So and it's also the one that I got into and enjoyed the most, so yeah. Is the standard cheap version worth it? Let me just double check, because they renamed some of the editions, and the cheapest version of Siege is called the Trap Edition, because it's a trap, you know. It really, like, it's not worth it. So right, the standard edition, great, go for it. It's awesome. It's well worth it. It's a lot of fun. Highly recommend it. The starter edition is a trap, because while you pay, in this case, a third of the price, you you cannot buy characters well in the game. So when you buy the standard edition, you get all of the original 20 operators, 10 attacking, 10 defending, for free, straight up. You can customize them what you want, and you can buy cosmetics and stuff if you like, but you get them all. If you go with the starter edition, then they give you 2 randomly picked operators from any of the full 40 or whatever there are now, and then you get to buy 2 operators yourself. Now, that sounds like a good option, but that means that you have 4 total operators to start the game, and you physically cannot buy any more characters until you grind the hell out of it. Unless you spend in-game money, you do not want the, like, you will hate playing Siege if you buy the starter edition, and you will end up spending more money on all the operators and Rainbow Six bucks and stuff, or R6 credits, than if you just go and buy the standard edition and then grind out the DLC operators. So yeah, that's me. 27 hours in Siege of Starter, still not enough to buy operators. Proof in the pudding. What do you think of the iPad Pro? I quite like it. As I said earlier, though, I'm not really someone who wants to buy into the Apple ecosystem. I would much rather stay out of that, and I think that the Surface is probably a better shout. For someone like me, that is. I'm sure that plenty of people love the iPad Pro and will be very happy with it, so cool. But for me personally, nah. What game are you looking forward to release, if any? So what were the ones that was coming out? So Cyberpunk, obviously, and then also Just Cause, because I really like the franchise. I played, in fact, how many hours do I have in Just Cause 2? So I have 127 hours in Just Cause 2. About, I don't know, 100 of those hours are modding the hell out of it, and I love that to pieces. I tried to play the multiplayer mod, but it didn't really work, and then I've got another 60 hours in Just Cause 3, which I haven't modded. So yeah, I'll kind of see how that goes, but yeah. Nice one, Pix. Will Battleships run in 4K yet? No. And Emil, the Cold Sahara Pirate RGB fans, I've got 6 of them in the case without buying separately, which is why I bought the case. They're okay at 1100 RPM and aren't too loud. Okay, fair play. Fair play. I bought Just Cause 2 mainly for the Easter eggs, Lost Hatch, etc., but loved it and can't wait for Just Cause 4. Nice, yeah. I mean, Just Cause 3 is good fun as well, if you can get it for a good price. And PGR Tech, you're full time, right? Yes, I am. Yeah, I'm not making silly money or anything. Just enough to get me by, but yeah, I'm full time. It's a lot of fun, and it offers a lot of flexibility when my body doesn't. Jira, what sort of price is it? Do you know anything about the electric 28-inch 4K monitor? I don't. What is it? IPS, TN, VA? Hopefully I can get to that level in the future as well. Yeah, keep it making videos, man. Keep getting better, keep finding your niche, and have fun with it. Back in 5. Cool, I might be gone in 5, but have fun. Yeah. So yeah, in terms of videos that are coming out, by the way, I am really excited about a couple of them. I think tomorrow's video is the 2080 comparison. So if you're interested in RTX cards, or you just want to see the difference between the Zotac, the Asus, and the Aorus or Gigabyte card, then that video is coming out tomorrow, and I'd really appreciate it if you could check it out and share and all that jazz. You have 7 minutes to go, no shortchanging. Right, I see. And then Monday is the Asus Strix Z390E board, which is quite an expensive but value range board. So yeah. Sure thing, Stein. So as part of being an awesome patron, both Kev and Stein both get shout outs. Now, Kev is Clicked at UK. Highly recommend you go check him out if you're new here and you don't already subscribe to Kev. He makes some really cool tech videos, similar to the ones I make, at least content, like, you know, what we cover wise, but in his own style, so go check him out. And then Stein, or STVAHO in the chat, is generally someone who doesn't need shoutouts but donates his shoutouts. And so because of that, you can go check out PGR Tech. They're a new and upcoming upstarting YouTuber trying to do some tech stuff and have some fun, so go check them out too. Ben Kendall, hello, how you doing? How's your week been? It's a super cheap 4K monitor with the worst viewing angles I've ever seen. Nice. So TN then. That'd be interesting. What sort of price is it, man? Heliochat, hi, how are you? Could you please give me your Instagram account? I need your help on something. It's at TechteamGB. I don't really use it that much. Twitter is normally a better place to reach me, or you can email me, inbox@TechteamGB.com. What do you need help with? Ben Kendall, what have I missed? We talked about the iPad Pro and how it's not for me, but if you like it, fair play. Like that it's got Type-C on it, definitely. We talked about RTX cards and them dying, and how that's kind of crazy. I felt like the launch was kind of rushed, and so I'm kind of not surprised, but still at the same time, that's an expensive card for it to have a relatively high failure rate. What else do we talk about, guys, besides Jar Jar? And otherwise just talking about different people's builds and stuff like that. iPad Pro is awesome. He needs your help with his fishing operation and not the one that involves water in a boat. Nice. Yes, for only 5 minutes of your time, I'll get that 2080 Ti to you. I might also need your bank account details, but I'll get it to you. Picks to a point, right? So I agree to a point. While yes, from an outsider looking in, an iPad, an iMac, the MacBook is horrifically expensive for the value you get, especially the hardware and even the level of performance you get. Dan, you cannot tell me that your MacBook Pro is worth multiple thousands of pounds, like the new one for £6,000, just because it has OS 10 on it instead of Windows or Linux or anything. They also, as Watt had said, really screw you over on right to repair. So if anything breaks, good luck. Here's where I'm going with this, Dan. Right? Well, I and Pix are outsiders looking in. For people who are inside that ecosystem and who work better with OS X and with iOS, and especially for the people who just want a phone that works and don't care about ever opening it up and don't care about anything else, then it's worth it for them. Now, is it fair that Apple charge an arm and a leg for all that sort of stuff? No. Is it fair that they're the most profitable company in the world and yet make people pay so much money for their products? No. But that's the market we're in, and if you want that to change, then make people stop buying Apple products. For the brainwashed, it's hard to tell them. That statement can be used for a lot of things. I personally don't think people pay for it because of the hardware, but mainly for the OS. Yeah, basically, and the ecosystem. Roderick, hello, how you doing? Did I miss anything? Stein, no, I don't have your card. I wish I did, because that would be the best tease in the world, but no. In my gaming PC, just want to check some issues, and you're the one how I can trust. Okay, fair play. I mean, yeah, you can attempt to contact me on Instagram at TechteamGB if you want. I don't know that I'll respond to it, because honestly, I can't tell you that I know how. But you can also follow me on Twitter and whatever, and also what's the other one? Email if you fancy. Nice one, Stein. Yeah, Discord is good as well. Wait, what was that? Richard / Samantha Jones subscribed. Nice. I do genuinely wonder if if those messages are for people who subscribed on the stream, like the button that's down there, or if they subscribe just in general on the channel and it just pops up because they subscribe to the channel. I'd be very interested to know. Didn't catch your nickname. At TechteamGB, same as this channel. Same everywhere, actually. If you're hitting me up on Discord, it's Andy Manic, but yeah, same name as the channel, but with an at in front. How have you made YouTube sustainable for you being a relatively smaller channel? Advertisements, basically. No, I mean, so multiple income sources. So YouTube pays me what, 5 to 10%. Apparently Jura wasn't subscribed, or at very least he was subscribed, he unsubscribed and then resubscribed so he can get his name up there, and that means I'm going to turn off subscription notifications in a minute. But yeah, so YouTube pays probably like 10%, 5% of my monthly income, and then I have sponsorships and advertising that probably pay 40-50%, and then stuff like Amazon and Overclock affiliates pays another 40-50%, and then a few other different sources like merchandise, like I suppose other affiliate links, and oh boy, this can be great. Yeah, other stuff like that too. Sorry for the personal question. No worries, man. It's all good. Just to unsubscribe to have that pop up, I know, right? Where is it? Alert box. Huh. See, it's only really thingy for Twitch. We'll see. Anyway, do you make enough to sustain yourself? So like bills? Yeah, I do. Pay for everything just fine. I do live with my partner, so we share expenses, but yeah, we cover everything just fine. Hello, Banter, you're minus 3 minutes late. Or minus an hour and 3 minutes late. I've unsubbed and resubbed twice, but nothing happens. Nice. Thanks for that meme, Lou, who isn't watching, I think. I changed accounts to sub and it still didn't. Are you covering everything with the money from Super Chats? Oh god, yeah. Wait for it. The sofa's covered in £2 notes. Oh, I wish. I wish. I tried 159 times. Wow. Do you know what's great? I haven't turned anything off. I have 2 Samsung Evo SSDs. Is it worth upgrading to NVMe for regular PC tasks? Only upgrade I'm thinking of? No, not really. There's really no major difference between NVMe and SATA SSDs for everyday usage. There's, you might notice half a second, or not notice, but you could measure like half a second here or a second here, but really you won't notice much. RAM disk is the only thing worth upgrading to. Flix, can you help me 8700K or 9700 because they have the same price? So in theory, 9700K is a better option because you get more cores, and while you don't get more threads, in fact you get less threads, cores generally always beat threads. With that said though, that's a tough one, because it's generally considered that 2 hyper-threaded threads are equivalent to an extra core, right? So a 6-core with hyper-threading gives you 12 threads. So in theory, at least with that that logic, you're looking at 6 cores plus 3 core, an extra 3 cores worth of performance. That'd be a 9-core, whereas you're looking at 8, and that's it. But with that said, you may get clock speed improvements. There's no architecture improvements really, so I don't know. It's tough to say. You might be better streaming, gaming, and editing with a 9700, but take a look at reviews for the 9700 and see how it compares, and then kind of go from there. A professor once told me that hyper-threading only gives a 5% performance increase because it's only one ALU. Yes, but with downtime, with the downtime that the ALU has regularly, it's fairly significant in the number of extra instructions you can execute, as long as you don't mind them being out of order instructions, or obviously different threads. But I don't think it's 5%. It might be a little bit more than sort of 50% increase, but yeah, less than, but it's definitely more than 5%. Hyperthreading is just fast context switching, right? Technically, well, it's using the downtime of one ALU to then push another instruction in that's preset and ready to be pushed in. So yeah, I found that with 2 cores with hyperthreading, it performs around about 3 cores. Yeah, fills gaps in the pipeline. Just ask Professor Andrew next time. What was that cinema THX sound in the background? That was some people with some very small genitalia revving their Honda Civics. You could add more threads. It was Steve Bagley from Computer Phone. See you, Stav. And see you, PGR. Eight threads per core with the IBM thing. Yeah, an option. Anyway, I'm gonna call it a night. We'll catch you all, obviously, tomorrow's video, the 2080 comparison. Would love to hear your thoughts on that and see you there. And then plenty of other videos throughout the next week. So yeah, obviously live stream next week as well, next Thursday night as usual. Miss, I want to wish you a good night. See ya.